What's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today we're gonna be starting a garden. And we are at her parents, Ellie's parents' house, and she's over there dealing with the dogs.
Sorry.
But over here they have like a little garden area, and it does have a cherry tree, some raspberry plants, blackberries. I forgot what was over here. What was like the herb that your mom, like the thing that your mom always wanted us to come out here and pick for her? Basil? Well, I don't know what it was, but it was over here. Then we have like some grape type vines, and then we other plants that I don't even know what they are, but obviously it needs a lot of work. Parts of it is broken, like the watering system. It's a complete mess. There's grass growing, there's weeds. So me and Ellie are deciding to grow our own stuff this summer since we're going to be moving down here. And we have some supplies right here, and we brought our seeds and stuff, but we're not going to plant it yet today, for the most part, because there's going to be some freezing, some frost that's going to happen. So even though the soil is workable, some of the stuff that we are going to plant cannot be planted until the last frost, and I don't want to have to like give them the responsibility of taking care of our garden. We are going to start today. We're staying and dog sitting and house sitting for them for the next 2 days, so that's what we're doing. We have the dogs out here tied up just so they don't run off and get through the fence somehow, especially the little ones. So anyways, that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna do a time lapse or a few updates here and there, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, we're planning on doing cucumbers, carrots, onions, green onions, and just regular like Walla Walla onions. Some jalapenos, watermelon, and cantaloupe. And I don't know if anything else. Obviously raspberries and blackberries, and maybe a blueberry. And then the cherry tree, which can't produce any fruit because it's still growing. But that's what we're gonna do today, and I'm gonna take you along. We've been working right here in this corner, taking care of the blackberry plants and maybe some raspberries that kind of grew over, and some weeds and old roots. Both of us have been wondering, like, this is our first time, right? And for those of you who have grown their own garden and they know plants and they understand them and whatever, you might be laughing and thinking you're so dumb, you should look it up first before you do anything. And so that's what we're doing. We're trying to figure out exactly how to prune, how to cut these old ones back if we do. Because I see starters. I've grown up with raspberries, and I know that starters come up like this guy right here. If you can see that, this guy is a starter, but all of these around it are dead. And from what I remember is you just rip them out and you take care of the starters. But some plants, like more like bushes, evidently like a blueberry bush or whatever, is you don't cut it back. Like, you don't take the old out, because, well, if part of it's dead, you take it out and you have to prune it. I get that, but it's not like you wait for starters. You know, it's gonna keep growing and it's gonna keep reproducing, whereas other things, they die and then they grow back later. So we're just trying to figure that out right now, but I'm still trying to clean up this area. It looks a lot better, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do about the grass, and there's so much. I would like to mow it, but I need to make sure there's no rocks and no twigs and no big things, you know, roots. And part of the roots that one of the plants, it was going on the other side of the fence, and that's someone else's property. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna rip up your yard just to get my plant out of the way. So I had to cut it, but we have a lot, and we don't have too much time today, but we have about 45 minutes before we need to like go and do other things. But hey, you know what? We started. That's the biggest thing for us. We started to do something, and we're gonna keep doing it. So, all right, it's about 11:43, so we gotta get going. I gotta take some stuff out of my car so I can take someone's kid to school, because they're not here. They're busy. That's fine. But we pulled a lot of this raspberry stuff out right here. Looks a lot better. There's a lot more to do, but I gotta take major either back in or or in this kennel while we're gone, and then open the gate, take something out of my car, go inside, make sure he's awake and ready to go to school, and then go to school, and then come back and then get started again. Just want to do a quick update with you guys. I've been doing some more work over in this raspberry section. I mean, the whole thing is basically raspberries, but the pile's a lot bigger. And there were these, I kind of took them out, but there's a couple more over here. This plant right here, when it's small, it looks a lot like a raspberry plant, but it has these like branches that come off of it. So I was like, I have no idea what it is, but it has huge roots. I mean, it goes deep down in there and won't come out. I asked my dad, because he knows raspberries, and he says it looks like a raspberry, but I don't know if you can really tell from the picture. But this guy right here, this huge like stump, is growing these things, and so that's not a raspberry for sure. So I had to take them out. There's a couple over here in this little spot. There's one growing over here. So we don't have too many raspberries at this moment. There's a couple there. One I think there, that could be blackberry though, but I'm not sure yet. There's a couple of these, so we'll try to save these. There's a couple of nice ones in there, but most of it has to come out, and it's a lot of work. I pulled up a bunch of that, a bunch of those like black weed preventing like paper things. I took them all out from here, and it was a lot. And there might be more, but I'm not sure. And after, like, there's some right there. After we get everything kind of cleared out and make sure that there's, you know, obvious that there's starters or there's plants, we might take the mower, especially right over there and maybe right here, but definitely not in this dirt area. Just the grass, just to keep it down, and then maybe spray it with something, or maybe just leave it there and hopefully it dies. Not much else. I mean, we're still working. We came back after dropping them off, and now it's 1 o'clock and we're doing really good. Major's out here with us, just chilling. Is that right, buddy? Is that right? Yeah. Cutie. He's our supervisor. Yeah, I should probably get back to work now instead of taking a break while she's working over there all hard. Alright, it's 2:23 now, and we might be done for the day. We have to pick some people up from school, and that's at like 3:15, and we need to eat lunch and we need to eat dinner. But for dinner we have to make it, which isn't that big of a deal because we have to eat too, and we have to make it anyways. And it's like a HelloFresh meal, and it's like for four servings or whatever, so it doesn't matter. I'm having a hard time figuring out how I want to do it, what I want to do first. I want to take all this and put it away. I got a bunch of crap laying over here, and I want to put it away before I leave, before we eat, before we go and pick them up. But if we don't eat, then when we pick them up, it's like, well, it's too late for lunch because we're gonna have dinner in the next couple hours, and we might be done for the day just because of how much is left and the fact that we have time tomorrow to do it. But let's see our progress. So the biggest thing I think is I took out the PVC that was all along and even through here and up to like about right there-ish. I took that out, and there was the black kind of paper whatever right here and along in that area. I took out some like a trellis thing. It was just kind of like that. It's just a fence here and here. And Elie and I, Elie especially, took care of this side over here. Got rid of a big old trunk and a big old tree. We have all of the rest of the raspberries and some grapes, whatever those are. We got this big pile to take out, and we have a couple starters and a couple other plants that we're gonna save hopefully, and we have to deal with over here. But that is actually about it. There's not much to say about it and to talk about. I mean, I would like to do a lot here. I want to put a gate on. There's a gate out in the back with the previous fenced-in area. They took it apart because they wanted to put a trampoline back there. So there's a gate, there's an extra gate, and I would like to put it up here. I think it's the right size and everything. It almost looks like there was a gate, actually. There's some holes over here. But, yeah, and I'm not quite sure how you could transplant a tree. I don't know if it's too big, if it's big enough where it'll survive, but I would like to move this cherry tree from here to like maybe over in that corner, just more that way so we could have this area. But maybe not, maybe it's just a tree that we can keep, just in the smack dab middle. But I had to take out this like bracing over here to deal with this tree that was here, so I got to put that back. I'm not even sure if I really have to, but I should. It matches everything else, you know, all the other corners. And we still have Major over here. He's sleeping away. And yeah, but we don't know how to get rid of this grass other than like spraying and killing it or tearing it up with the shovel. We have some ideas, but we're not there yet. We have to take care of the rest of the place and make sure that we don't kill any other plants, and then we can transplant them when we need to, when we start. And I'd say most of this right here is probably going to be ripped out completely, and so then we have a full, almost like a clean slate. I mean, obviously there's just plants here or there, but a lot of it can just go, and it'll look nicer. It'll be nice, and I can't wait. I didn't even mention to begin with, but yeah, there was no video Friday, or the day that this is happening. Didn't really think about it until I was like, oh, you know what, I kind of want to record this weekend when we go and do this garden stuff. Then I didn't realize that I'm doing it on Friday, and I'm not going to be able to edit and upload for Friday. So I apologize about that, but this video should be decent, and it should come out Monday or Sunday or Monday. So, and then I have to do another gaming video, which won't be Minecraft, I don't think. We'll see though, we'll see what happens. I'm not quite sure what else I want to do, but yeah, I think it's about time to wrap up. Ellie's still sitting over here on her phone. We wanted to get Popeyes, especially delivered, but nobody delivers here. It's too far away. So we gotta go inside and get something in our system, and then we gotta go pick up the kids and then come back and then take care of this stuff outside. I'm gonna take the big, you know, expensive tools inside, but right now. But yeah, let's do one last look over here. I don't really have any like good before video, but I do have pictures, so you'll see at the end. And I guess one last thing is, when the PVC around the fence was to water it, and it was broken. I don't know when it broke, but that's how they watered it, the last owners. And I'm not sure if I like that. I mean, with my house, we would do that with our raspberries, and I would say that they probably had a lot of raspberries and blackberries and less other plants. But because we want other plants here, we want cucumber, we want watermelon, cantaloupe, pepper, tomato, all this other stuff, it shouldn't be watered from a sprinkler, and definitely not by like a shower head or like a head, like a hose nozzle that has like a shower attachment or a shower setting. It should be one of those just like actual, just flooding, you know. I'm not gonna make this contraption up and have rows and water go through. I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna water them, and that's it. I think maybe twice a day, once a day, every day. I don't know. And it seems like this does get in sun, but it also goes to shade, so I think it might not be perfect for everything, but I think it's perfect for what we need it for. But yeah, I've gotten a little too long on this clip, so let's get out of here. All right, it is 9:35 in the morning. We got the dogs out here, and thing looks the same as we left it yesterday, but we're gonna get started and hopefully get it done. Really done by clearing all of it out, making sure that we have some starters for certain plants, and fix part of the fence, and come up with a plan of how we want to plant things, get rid of the grass, and hopefully by the time we come next time there won't be any weeds, and if there are, we gotta pull them right away, and then that's it. Then we plant. Just a quick update, it's almost 10:20 now, and I got through a bunch of this stuff. I didn't do it the way I should have. I didn't like just go and grab each one by the base and take everything out. I just like knocked it all down. A lot of it came out, but you can see little bits and pieces where they were left. Found some more starters there, and I think one's right here. So that's good. We have like a good base of raspberries. I hope they're raspberries. They kind of look like them. I still got to do this all along right here in this corner, and I got some stuff by the fence over in this area, and then like halfway down that fence. And I also got to take these little yellow things out from the base. We don't need them. And then I got to put this post, the bracing for that one right there, and just see if there's anything else I have to do in here before we are out of here. Alright, so I think we're going to take a pretty long break. It's 11:46. We've been doing a lot. Our energy has been going down and down and down, but we got through all of this nonsense. The last bit we need to do is I need to do that still. I might want to get another post and put it here, or put it on the other side rather than this like 2x4, although it's probably just fine. I shouldn't be putting more and more work on this, but we also need to clean up this corner a bit, and then we need to clean up this corner outside of the garden, even though we don't have to. It's just I think better if I clean it up, and I have to still kind of clean up this section of the fence, and I'm not going to do probably too much on this part, just because we probably won't be growing anything that's going to be on or against this fence, and I have to fill these holes in. These are pretty big stumps. That one was huge. I just took the chainsaw and chopped them off. Got to bury it, and then we got to clean this up. I think I'm going to take this off. I took the rest of the other yellow things off of inside here. I gotta take this out. And we did find a frog. Ellie found a frog. She got scared. It was like over here, and then I put it over there, and I don't know if it came back or not, but hopefully it won't die. We gotta take this whole thing out in the back, way over there, and the wheelbarrow is so tiny, so that's gonna be like 3-4 trips. I got stuff to throw away. I gotta do the gate. We gotta figure out how to get rid of this grass, and level things out, and figure out what plants we have in here and how many. And then we need to measure the whole thing, and then make a plan up to see what we are gonna plant and where. Just kind of thinking earlier, I was thinking the blackberries here and the raspberries along this part of the fence, and then the blueberries over there, or black, blue, and the raspberry, but it doesn't really matter. Hopefully we can transplant the raspberries, not right now, but like soon, and they will survive. I already have a few raspberries. I mean, I have one raspberry over here in this section, so I don't know what I want to do yet. But we're gonna take a break. It's lunchtime, and we're tired. My wrists, my hands hurt, both of them. But yeah. All right, so I think we're done for today. Sorry about the wind. It's 5:05, and I just got everything put away. And before I show you, I just want to say it was a lot of work, and there's still stuff that we got to do, like get rid of all the grass. Now I know I can just spray it and kill it, but I can kill the other plants too if I do that, even though there's not too many around it. But there is a tree. Even though I can probably take up the grass manually near the tree and then spray everything else. But that's just not going to be today. It's too windy to spray anyways. And I'm tired, I'm beat. Like I said, it's like 5 o'clock, so I'm hoping to leave in a couple hours. So when we get inside, we gotta like put our stuff away and get ready, and then just wait until around 7 o'clock. And hopefully Ellie's parents will be here around 9. Like they told us they would be here around 9, but I don't want to wait that long. Eugene's been home for over 24 hours, and I don't know if he pooped in the litter box and went to go to the bathroom again and then spread it all over the place. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna show you now. I'm gonna let this truck pass, but yeah. Alright, so here is the gate. I just put it in. It was from the back. They had like a back garden too. It works. It's just totally fine. Perfect, actually. You come in, and over here is the blackberries. At least some of them. And then I'm hoping to have raspberries and then blueberries. I'm not quite sure how many or how far apart I'm gonna space it. But either way, this is kind of it. There's a couple plants over here, raspberries I think. But I had to fill that in. That was a huge hole. And I cleared all of this out. Well, we did, I should say. There's a starter here, 2 there, in the tree, and then there's also a starter right there. But all of it's just dirt, some grass, maybe a few other plants and weeds. But over here, I actually didn't like clear any of this out. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, and I didn't clear any of this out, mainly because a lot of those are still good, and I'm not sure if I really want to clear them and then move them or transplant them. I don't know if you can, like full-grown plants. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm just not gonna do it today. This isn't something that I need to do today, and I'm not gonna. I will sometime deal with this grapevine, but honestly, it's not gonna be today. But there's some rocks that came in. There was like some mulch. Here's actually one of these things. I got it, and this guy right here. But this is our garden. It's pretty big. I have it written down and like drawn up. I need to go and figure out where we want our plants. But yeah, this is the whole garden from the entrance right here. It's pretty big actually, but not quite sure what we're gonna do exactly. But yeah, and I also forgot to mention that I put this piece of wood here. It's 2x4. It was actually originally in here somewhere. Forgot where and why. But I brought it back and I cut it, and I just have it as a divider. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. So that was a quick thing to do. But yeah, I'm actually just going to toss these right here because I don't want to deal with it right now. But other than that, I think that'll be it. I'm actually really excited. Yesterday when we were done for the day, I wanted to come back out and keep working on it. I was excited. I wanted to do it. But now that it's almost completely done, I would like to, I don't know. I'm gonna keep thinking about it, and I want to keep coming out here and getting it done. I obviously need to move these plants, but I don't want to do it today or yesterday. I want to do it the next time I come, I think. I kind of want to look up and figure out when you can transplant, or if, or how, or what for some of these plants. And the cherry tree I would like to hopefully move, but I mean, the roots are probably everywhere, and I'm afraid I would kill it. So I don't want to do that, and if it has to stay there, it has to stay there. It's not that big of a deal. We'll work around it. But anyways, I just want to mention a couple more things. There is a spigot over here where you can, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's where you can get water out. It's this guy right here. But it leaks, and the one time I used it, it flooded the whole inside of this like utility closet thing. And so it's like shut off on the inside, so you can't use it. But I need to fix that, because the only other spigots are over there on like this wall right here on the floor, and then I think over there behind the house. But the one thing is, I don't really want to drag a hose over there every day or twice every day. But if I have to, it's not that big of a deal. But of course, that's one thing I need to do, is fix that. Or the other thing is get a pipe and put the pipe down, and either across like this or across that way, and then I want to bury it and go all the way across over here to the garden and either put a spigot on the other side of this fence right here, or like here, or somewhere in this vicinity, and I think that would be actually really cool. But then again, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's not that big of a deal. However, it would be nice. It would be really nice. Of course, I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm not sure if it'll work. I'm not even sure how to do it. But, and the bad thing is there's asphalt over there, and I can like redo it, but that's even more work, and I'm not so sure if I could do that or should. But either way, that would be it for today's video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, be sure to smack the like button as hard as you can, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, help me out a lot, and I'll see you guys all next time.